Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Defining Discipline podcast. I'm your host, Scott. Defining Discipline is a lifestyle, a mentality, and a brand. Within this podcast, we're going to focus on self-improvement as you follow along with me on my journey. We'll also hear from special guests of all walks of life on this podcast and their remarkable journeys that led them to where they are today. Today is day 224 of my journey. At the beginning of the year, I challenged myself to run 365 days in a row, all outside, bearing the elements, whatever they may bring. I also challenged myself to run 1,500 miles within this time frame. This is my second year ever running. Within the first full year of running, at the age of 31, I was able to run 1,002 miles, and I did that within 175 days out of the year. So me going for 1,500 miles is over a 50% increase opposed to the miles I did last year, and me going for 365 days is over a 100% increase in the amount of days I'll be running this year as opposed to last year. Not to mention this year are all days in a row. Also within this time frame, I've challenged myself to run two big major races. One of those races being a 50K trail race that was in Yankee Springs. The 50K Yankee Springs trail race that was on June 5th, 2021. I was able to get that done in 7 hours, 15 minutes, and 22 seconds. So I'm officially an ultra runner. That was 31-mile race. I also have the Detroit Free Press Marathon that is coming up here in October. I'll be doing the Motor City Challenge of that race, which entails me running the competitive 1 mile and the competitive 5K the day before the actual marathon. Other than that, I've been doing many challenges such as running a half marathon every single month. But let's kind of get into miles. So today was day 224, like I said, and for the day today, I only was able to put in 1.5 miles. This week has just been very short. Just with the amount of hours I had been working, I started the week off with really low mileage, and then yesterday and today I had really no choice because the power went out. As you can tell, I'm sitting here in the dark with my phone light as the only light here in the room. And my computer, which I'm recording on. Do got a generator going, so I got an AC over here, and got the internet going, so I'll be able to hopefully upload this video. But for the day today, like I said, I was only able to put in 1.5 miles for the day. That put me at 8 miles for the week, which is very sad. Put me at 45.7 miles for the month, which put me at 1,048.5 miles for the year. Other than that, let's quickly focus in on these monthly miles. So every single month I challenge myself to a 100-mile challenge, and I do it in honor of a charity in which I try to I donate money, as well as I try to raise money and raise awareness for that charity throughout the month. So for the first 7 months, we were able to raise money for 7 great charities. Now we're sitting here within the 8th month, the month of August, and we are raising money for yet another great charity. That charity being the National Psoriasis Foundation. So I chose this cause and this charity this month because a couple reasons. One, it is Psoriasis Awareness Month, and two, psoriasis is something that I have and have dealt with for a majority of my life. So, if you'd like to donate to this month's fundraiser, you can find the link to do so on the Defining Discipline Instagram or Facebook stories, or my personal page's Facebook or Instagram stories. Within those stories, you can click on the link that'll open up the actual Facebook page where you're able to make your donations. All donations that get made to this fundraiser go directly to this fundraiser. Facebook is not taking any portion or any cut of the fundraiser or of your donations. So know that. I do know times are tough and not everyone is able to donate, but if that is the case, if you'd still like to help out, the best thing you do is just click on that share button. It goes a tremendous long way. Just for you to put this on your page. Again, we're trying to raise awareness is one of the most important things we're trying to do throughout this month, and a good way to do that is, like I said, to actually just share it so as many eyes as possible can be on it. Other than that, guys, we can get ready to get into today's episode. Before we do that, though, we are going to talk about. I've been trying to do 30 minutes of reading a day, which I've not been able to keep up with, just with the busy schedule. But other than that, I have been doing a word of the day where we've been actually pretty good with that. So, for the day's word of the day is callow. Callow means lacking adult sophistication. It is used to describe a young person who does not have much experience or does not know how to behave like an adult. Callow. That's a great word. But other than callow, we're going to get into today's actual episode. So today is day 224, and we're actually going to keep it kind of short and sweet, just because don't have much time, and it's already 10:30 at night, and I got to get up at 5:30 in the morning to go to work, so it's going to take a while before I even get to bed to get this uploaded. So we're going to try to keep this short and sweet. For that reason, episode 224, today's theme is going to be barrier. And the reason for that is because sometimes in life, right now being a prime example, it'll just seem like no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try to do right, or no matter how hard you try to stay on task and do all these things, barriers just start to pop up out of nowhere, try to block you. You got to find your way around those barriers just to keep going. And today and this week has been a perfect example. This week kind of came around, and I wanted to take it just a little bit slower than I have most weeks, just because I've been putting in so many miles, so I decided to start the week off with just a couple 2-mile runs just to slow the mileage down, and then I plan to kind of get back into some good medium distance sized runs. But barriers happen, and one of those barriers was just the amount of time I've been at work, guys. These last 2 days, I've been normally getting out around 5:30, which I was going in at 5:30, so I've already run 12-hour shift. These past 2 days, though, I have not been able to get out of the building until right around 7:30. By the time I get home, these past 2 days, I've had no power, so that's been great as well. Last night, did a whole bunch of running around. Actually, did my run, try to do the episode out on the run, but then I could not even get anything uploaded because I had no power. Didn't have the generator going because I was just too lazy to get it all set up, hoping the power would kick on today. Didn't want to go through the whole process. But it did. So, just kept grinding, and so many things just popped up yesterday. Like I said, I got the episode done, and I went to upload it just off my phone. My LTE, full bars, nothing loading. So eventually I said, screw it, got my computer, took my computer over to my mom's house, so I drove over there after I already been over there earlier in the day to eat after work, and just to kind of cool off and try to get a game plan of what the night was going to be, since I knew we had no power. I had to go back over there. Sounds like something went out. So we went back over there, and when I went back over there, I had to actually upload the episode and get all that done, which just did not work very well. I got it uploaded in time, but just yesterday was just a bad day, and as you can tell as I'm shooting this episode, another barrier's happened. Had everything running, AC just took a crap, and my generator, who knows what's happening, lost power somehow. There we go, sounds like it's kicking back on, so that's kind of great. So, barrier taken back away. But the case being that throughout life, it's going to throw us barriers, it's going to throw us through a loop where it's going to get frustrating. The lack of sleep I've had this week on top of all of these things just piling up, it definitely it gets to you. And I'm just hoping I can continue to keep my head on straight and not let it get to me too much. Hoping tomorrow the power comes back on. Hoping tomorrow I'll have enough free time after work to get a good, decent run in, to feel a little bit better, and just to, start getting back into the thick of things the right way, and feel good about it, and not feel drained every day, and feel like I'm in a rush to get things done, because I don't feel like there's enough hours in a day after me working and then trying to come home and record an episode and go for a run and get everything I need to get done around the house, on top of dealing with no power. So, life will throw you barriers, and they're going to suck. They're going to block us. They're going to hinder us. They're going to keep us from getting to where we need to get to, especially maybe on time, or whatever the case may be. Maybe they keep us from getting there at all. But the main thing is to try to keep your sanity throughout this, which is something I am struggling to do, but I'm trying my hardest, and I'll continue to try. So I don't want to keep you guys too much longer, like I said, just because I'm tired. I keep yawning, and I need to get this thing uploaded and just hopefully start over tomorrow fresh, and everything hopefully starts to get back to a normal-ish kind of feeling. Not such a stressful feeling, overwhelming feeling. So other than that, guys, for your daily discipline today, it's when barriers pop up in your life, to think about those barriers within your life. What barriers do you currently have that you're either trying to work your way around, or you just stopped and turned around and went the other way because you don't want to deal with that barrier? Truly try to think about those barriers. And again, for your daily discipline today, is think about it, but think about how good it's going to feel if you after you get over those barriers, you get around those barriers. Do not let those barriers dictate what you're going to do. Don't let the barriers get the better of you. You should get the better of the barriers. And again, these barriers and these things, as much as they suck and they get on my nerves and they're hard, the thing I got to remember is these are teachable moments. Yes, this sucks. Yes, I get angry and I lose my temper and all this stuff, but these are moments where I can do this, and hopefully I can learn from this, so when the next time comes, one, I could be a little bit better, more prepared, and two, it'll be a little bit less stressful. So the good thing to think about is, even though when these barriers pop up and they hold you back, it is to try to really focus in and realize that as much as they suck, they're only making you better and stronger. So that's something I got to try to keep remembering, and I hope you guys can too. So other than that, though, I want to thank you guys so much for listening. This is the Defining Discipline Podcast. I'm your host, Scott. This is episode 224, In the Dark. So if you guys can, please give the podcast a like, a subscribe, a share, a follow on our Instagram, our Facebook, our YouTube, our TikTok, and whatever podcast streaming platform you've been listening along on. Other than that, guys, just get out there, continue to grind, and let's try to focus on ourselves on an individual level. If we truly want to make the world a better place, it starts within our own selves, by trying to become the best versions of ourselves as possible to contribute that to the world. So that's the message of every episode and this whole purpose of this podcast, but that just kind of is what it is. So thank you so much for following along and listening. Sorry for these past two episodes kind of just being short and a little bit sporadic, not really having a great sense of direction. I've just been super tired, overwhelmed, and just ready for a little break, and not from running, but just kind of just a nice full night of sleep would be great. Actually, that's what, just waking up feeling refreshed, not waking up feeling like I'm ready to go kill someone because I'm so tired and not knowing why the hell I'm even up at this hour. So that is that, guys. Thank you so much for listening. I'll see you guys tomorrow for episode 225. Hopefully the power will be back on. Hopefully everything will be back to somewhat normal and we can get back into a decent mileage. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.